VollGazzRacing Season 4, Division 1, from round 3 at Termas Rio Hondo. It is raining in qualifying, so it's deja vu for many of the guys from the past 2 seasons. So, for the likes of VTR, this is going to haunt him. But yeah, we got everyone here today, and we have got some penalties as well. So let me just get my sheet up. So we got Craig Anator. He has a 0.3 qualifying penalty as well, having to do a long lap. Jack Jr. and Hadifa both have to do one long lap, as the deck goes on the curb there and spins the reel quite a lot. And then Sire has a 0.9 qualifying penalty. So it's all go at the moment. Here we are with Deck and VTR coming into turn 5 on their first laps. This might be some of their first laps, proper laps in the rain. Never mind. Ignore me. They did some wet running at they had a wet race Aragon, didn't they? Oh no, VTR has a crash at turn 6. So Craig Anator now leads the pack on track as he enters turn 7. Running onto the paint, losing quite a bit of time there, just trying to find braking points. And that was absolutely horrible. So Craig Anator should pull out of the lap or just lose a lot of time on this lap, because that was not good point of the Aston section of the track. So we use Finley. Had potential to have some decent results so far in the first 2 rounds, unfortunately just some incidents in the race have caused him not to get those positions. Looking for better fortune in this one, as he looks like to be the first person to do a proper lap in the session. As now he goes round the final hairpin. Oh, he's lost the front, then the rear. Very strange double whammy kind of crash. And Anarchy boxes as well, so it's going to be Nelson, I think, who's going to be the... Oh my god, the rear end. Lag again. So now he goes into the final hairpin. There's a lot of load on through that turn, and Nelson goes to top by 3.7 seconds. And now Deck, or the Ducati. In real life, the Ducati is the bike to be on in the wet conditions. Is it in the game? Who knows, but let's see. As Deck finishes his opening lap and is 6 tenths off his former teammate. Craig Anator now doing a much cleaner lap, it looks, as he enters the 4th sector now. Icon red sector 1. So Craig Anator now round the final corner. This is going to be a definite improvement by quite a margin, I believe. Yep, but he jumps into 2nd place. Will it be a red sector 2 for Ike? Yes it is, so it's looking like it might be a Suzuki 1-2. Ike pole in both races, and win in both races. Ike's just been the man on form. They've let him escape on lap. Well, really the only person who's giving some sort of fight is Nelson on the opening lap before he crashed. So the Suzuki squad at the moment, the strongest at this moment in time. See if that continues, or if the likes of the Ducatis or any other team are able to fight them. As Ike now crosses the line, and he goes top by 1.1 seconds. Finley goes 4th, Adam goes 7th. Hadith goes 7th. Adam went 6th. I'm speaking the wrong words. And VTR now round the penultimate corner, as now he will flick left to finish his first lap. And he jumps into 4th. VTR, a victim, you could say, of these conditions. Both, if it was in both races he's done at Termas and VollGazzRacing, it's been just full raining. He would lead the way on at the opening stages, only to crash and keep on crashing, and fortunately his good pace comes to nothing. But you're looking for a turnaround this time, should it be a wet race. For last season it was a cloudy race, which was perfectly executed by Deck in his battle with Cami. Jack just running a little bit wide there. We get some of the grass as well, and that's his lap gone. Gradiator improving, and it will be looking to try and jump Nelson in 2nd place. Yep, he jumps in by 0.2 of a second. So it's inline fours 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jack Berman, the only person to not lap on who's on an inline 4. So it looks like Termas is promotes that kind of bike. As whose eyes crashed? VTR's crashed. But the likes of Deck, Sire, Adam, Hadith, they were quite well. Deck we expect to improve because he's only done an opening lap. Sire, he's quick, so, and then you got the Repsol guys who did a impressive performance at Aragon in the wet. I'm sure as this session goes on, the more across and they get to the conditions, the faster they'll go. Finley goes, well, momentarily 3rd, drops to 4th as Nelson retakes 2nd position. As VTR and Deck have a collision, it looks like, before the start of this lap. As Deck runs wide, and because he's run wide, he has lost grip and has lost the front. Hadith improves on his time and goes into 7th place in front of his teammate Adam. He was just approaching turn 7. So Adam's had 2 3rd places, I believe, so far this season. So very good consistency, and he'll be looking to continue that into this round. I think he's the only rider to have, well, apart from Mikey, to be on the podium in both races. So hopefully he can continue his form as he now enters the final 2 corners. Oh, the front just bobbing a little bit, trying to go from under him, and he improves into 5th place. And now Sire crosses the line and jumps into 6th. And just Jack Berman now, who is approaching the hairpin, and will set his first lap of the session with 5 and a bit minutes to go. And he goes into 10th position. So I could come to this round with a 10-point lead over Adam and a 14-point lead over his teammate Nelson. So comfortable gap, and if he wins, most likely he will be at a similar kind of distance that Howling has in Division 2. So Deck now going, he's got on the curb there, going through turn 3 and 4. Currently in 8th place. Not a great start, but I'd imagine in the last 4 minutes be able to improve his lap time as he outbreaks himself into the hairpin. Aiki looking to just destroy the field even more. He gets on the curb and VTR gets in his path. And Aiki now into the final section of corners. And he now has a gap of 1.5 seconds over everyone. It's absolute smoke, but Suzuki, it's a Suzuki 1-2, so absolute smoke from them. So good job by those guys. Nelson is improving through sector 2. Can he keep up the momentum through sector 3? As he flicks over to the right now, just missing the white line on the curb, and he is. Jack Verman's improving on his lap time. I do need to factor in penalties though, and I haven't figured that. I haven't put that into it yet, but we'll see what happens. Dex crashed again. Nelson crosses the line, improved by 4/10 of a second. So both Suzukis have got a second. Well, Aiki's got 2 seconds over third. Nelson's got 1 second over third. So Suzuki's just destroying the competition. Hopefully the rest can close the gap up. Jack Berman now crosses the line and jumps into 6th place. Adifi's also improving his lap time. Hadif now will cross the line and he jumps to 6th place. So just under 2 minutes remaining now of this session. Adam's improving on his lap time. Adam will get 1 more lap after this one. So he rounds the hairpin, gets on the curb, spins the rear, and he crosses the line and he jumps into 4th place. VTR is on an improvement as well as Deck. See what these guys can do as VTR now enters the hairpin. Taking a nice wide line, taking the maximum amount of corner speed possible. He crosses the line and jumps into 3rd place. And Deck now into the final 2 corners. Flicks over to the left and jumps into 6th place. So we'll have 1 more go at it. His teammate Saya in last place. He's improving his lap, but he's going to have to improve by quite a margin if he's not going to actually start last with his 0.9 penalty. Jack Berman improving on his lap time. So the field looks really close from 3rd to 10th. Just the Suzukis are just completely smoking everyone. So they've done some good work during practice and seem to be the strongest in these conditions. Jack Berman jumps into 8th place. Saya's lap's gone, so Saya will be starting last. So is that VTR in the first? No, don't know who that is in the first sector. It's Nelson. Yeah, it's Nelson going down the straight. See what Deck's first sector split is. It's not an improvement. Adif does finish his lap and does improve, but it doesn't change his position. Nelson doesn't improve. No one. Just Nelson, VTR, and Deck to finish the session off. None of them are improving currently. So it looks like the grid's going to remain this way. Deck has pulled out of the lap. He'll be starting. Well, I don't actually know where he'll be starting because of penalties. I think he'll jump up a position at least because Craig Nater's got a penalty. So I think Deck will start in 5th place. Nelson and VTR will start on the front row of the grid. Whoa, what is going on my screen? And VTR ends session. So, Craig Gator, 3/10 of penalty. Sire, 9/10. Right, let's make sure it's alright, yeah. So there we have it, Ike, pole position for a 3rd time in a row. He's just absolutely on fire. His teammate Nelson qualifying in 2nd, doing a great job for Suzuki, looking to take 2nd place in the championship. So that'll be good for him. VTR in 3rd, making it an inline 4 front row. Adam in 4th, keeping his consistency, looking to take another podium. Deck in 5th. I think that's the same place he qualified last week, so qualifying you'll be looking to improve because his race pace is usually pretty good. Definitely matched Ike's last week. Finley in 6th, he'll be looking for a good start. Craig Gator in 7th, should have been 4th, but that penalty's cost him, and he's got long laps, but hopefully he can not let everything go wrong. Jack in 8th, sort of just gonna do the same thing. Hadith in 9th, same thing. Sire, he hasn't got a long lap, so he'll be looking to just let everything happen in front of him and pick up all positions when possible. So let's get into the race. More importantly, what the conditions going to be like.
Hello and welcome to
and it's cloudy. So the same conditions from last season. So this could swing tyre changes here due to the temperature. Right, so the grid are ready. Let's get going. So it's two Suzukis of Ike and Nelson in first and second with VTR alongside him. VTR has led the race both times here on the opening lap. Can he repeat that? Well, let's see. Lights are on. And we're off for Termas. And Ike has an absolutely amazing start. Sire has jumped the start, got long that penalty. Old Jonas boys got to sit up. A lot of sitting up there through turn one, but the two Suzuki boys have got out very nicely there, nice and clean. Adam is in third place, VTR in fourth, Deck in fifth. Hadith has gone into fifth. Deck in sixth, now Finley seventh, Sire seventh and eighth. Oh my god, Deck forcing Adam out of the way. Going to use the power of the Ducati to get past both Honda riders. Also, there's contact with Adam, and he goes onto the curb, onto the grass as well. Oh my god, and Saya's going to take all of them, and he's done exactly what I said he needed to do. Take advantage of all the carnage. He's going to go up the inside of VTR, and he's gone down. Saya's gone down on a bit too hot, collided with VTR, and he's gone down. At the front, Nelson's staying with his teammate Ike. Can he actually pull a move on him to not let him break away? Because that is the big fit. Ike's made a bit of a mistake through turn 7. Can Nelson go up the inside into turn 8? He's right on the back of his teammate. No, he's not able to. Oh my lord, who was that? That was a Repsol, Honda and Yamaha going side by side. That was Adam being forced wide by, I don't know what happened there. But back at the front, Nelson and Ike made contact through the left-hander. Ike taking the tighter line to defend from Nelson, and has also managed to hold the tight. No, he's not. I'm lying. Nelson's going to get the better exit through the corner. Or did he touch I think he might have hit the sausage curve down. That might have cost him his run into the corner. So Ike leads on to lap 2. Nelson right on his tail, giving him great amount of pressure, which we need. So Deck now in 4th place, giving Hadif some great pressure. Bit of a battle brewing up for 3rd place here, as the gap's quite small. And Deck goes up the inside, and he has to go onto the grass, and only concedes to fit to 4th place to VTR. That's quite lucky there. He didn't end up on the floor. That could have ended very badly. As Ike now has extended the gap to half a second. Deck flies past VTR in the braking zone, as you'd expect that Ducati to do. Oh my god, who's that? Adam going a bit wide through the hairpin, and Finley is going to go up the inside. Oh, I've got to put everyone's long laps on since we've gone for the first lap. So, long lap. Oh, good sake. Oh, and VTR just holding off Deck there. So, long lap for Craig. It's a long lap for Saya. No, oh no, I'm sorry, Saya. Oh, sorry, I've messed up. I'll take the time off. Yeah, I can't believe I've done that. I probably butchered that. And hit these. So I'll take 3 seconds off Saya's time. So we're back at the front after all that mess I've just done. Oh, Deck goes up the inside of Hadif again, and he's gone down! Oh my, and a Repsol Honda's made contact. Oh, and then there's another Yamaha that's gone down. And there's a Petronas that's gone down as well. That's Finley. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, I don't know what's just happened. Oh dear. Big collision there. Whatever happened there. Deck goes up the inside. And it was a bit tight, and unfortunately went down, and then bikes got collected. And Finley now looks to tries to get past VTR. No. And Saya has managed to pass Hadif. So Saya does not do his long lap penalty. Hadif is taking his long lap penalty. That look, it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. It was good. He's done it successfully, and he's remained in 5th place. So good job to Saya. I've got to say that's probably the best long lap penalty I've seen all game. Out of all the attempts, that's probably the smoothest one I've seen, because everyone seems to just stuff it. But well done, Hadif. Good job. Finley still on the back of VTR. And there's still 2 more long laps to do, plus Saya's 2 long laps he got for the jump start, which will be absolutely kicking himself for. And the extra one I gave him because I'm an idiot. Anyway, Aki with a 1.5 second lead now. He's managed to break the toe from Nelson. Nelson did such a good job of keeping him under pressure for those first 2 laps, but unfortunately he's just got a little bit better pace at the moment, and it's ended the gap. But Nelson is in the perfect place to inherit any kind of positions. Should well, inherit the first position should Aki make any kind of error. Seen that happen at Silverstone last year with Deck. Deck actually is not that far from 4th place, plus of Jack's long lap and Sire's long lap, so Deck could still be on for a 3rd place here. And Sire now takes his first long lap penalty, and done very well. Oh, Jack Bowman's gone down, but Sire's done that, so good job, Sire. Look, Jack Bowman's gone down. I don't know how, oh, I think he might. I bet he got. I'm gonna guess he got broke himself through this corner. So 3 guys have just got to do 1 more long lap. So let's see. So Deck currently in 5th place with penalties and stuff on. Podium is definitely on. But yeah, just the crash at turn 1 just has held him back. And he's got Adam behind him as well, so he's in a Repsol Honda sandwich. Looking to try and get in front of Adam as quick as possible. Not Adam, sorry, Hadif as quick as... What the hell was that in the background? I don't know if I was just seeing lag or what, or imagining things, but God knows. Anyways, they go round turn 6 now. So he's going to take the long lap again. He's done that nicely. Bit tentative, but it's getting it done. Well done, Sire. No more long laps for you. Oh, he's rejoined the track. Oh, Sire, what was that? Wow. And he's covered himself a lot lap, so he's got to do a long lap anyway. Okay, so yeah, well, Sire's just not lucky at this race at the moment with these long laps, and it's deja vu. Ducati's for a podium position. They battled for 2nd, 3rd last week. Now they're battling for 3rd place, or 3rd and 4th. That might change with Sire's penalties. And Aki now, at the moment, with a 3-second gap over his teammate. Suzuki looking good for a 1-2 finish. We're yet to have a 1-2 finish, I believe. Wosai going very wide there. The exit turn 4. Got Jack Bowman and Craig Nater fighting for the final 2 positions after doing their long lap penalties. I don't know if Craig Nater actually attempted his, because he's got a penalty, so he definitely hasn't done it. Well, I haven't seen if he... I'll have to ask if he actually did attempt it or not. So is Sire going to do the long... No, he's not. He's going to continue. Oh, Deck. Where did Deck get a long lap? Well, I've not been paying attention at all, but Deck's had a long lap penalty. He's done it successfully, so now he's dropped back to 5th place. That's really puzzled me. Well, anyway, so at the front, Aiki now starts lap 7 of 13. Just replicating what he's done for the past few races. Ah, okay. So Deck has now jumped into 4th place after making a move on Hadif. Deck must have, he must have gone on the green or something through turn 7. Yeah, he did. So on the entry to turn 7, he touched the green. That's where he's got the long lap from. Nelson in 2nd, doing a great job. He's sort of in... well, I wouldn't say no man's land. You can still see Aiki in front of him, but well, on the straight. But he's just doing what he's not been able to do actually in the first two races due to incidents that he's been caught up in. But he's finally had some. I think this is probably the first race he's had in quite a while where he's just had a good time and had nothing to worry about. He had a lot of moments in the second half of last season and on the first two races of this season, but he's finally had some peace and he's in a podium spot. So Saya does his long lap. That should be his last one. Hopefully he doesn't do the other one. So now the chase is on. Can Deck catch and it's wrong person. Can Deck catch Saya? He's got 5 laps when they cross the line. Sorry, I'm lying. 6 laps to catch him. I'm not doing very well today, am I? He's got 6 laps to catch his teammate. You got Hadith and Finley fighting for 7th place. So it's still lots of positions up in the air at the moment. Braking for turn 5. Adam getting very close to the back of the deck, but he slides the rear a bit too much and has lost 0.8 of a second. Wow. Outside doesn't do the long lap here. Oh, he is. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. He's still in 3rd though, so it hasn't, hopefully, won't impact his result. But yeah, Sai still remains in 3rd despite my mistake. But anyway, so the battle now heats up for 3rd place. So last week, Derek won the battle after Sai went on the curb, did a stop into turn 1 on the final lap of the race, and ended up finishing in 4th. Saya has got the fastest lap of the race actually, so Saya's pace is good, just so many long lap penalties and qualifying last. This is in jump starts, it's cost him really. And Adam is closed the gap back down to Deck, so it's Adam could still be on a podium, on for a podium as well. VTR with outside chance if there's any kind of incident with these 3 in front of him. I don't understand why Deck's done that, but I didn't see that. I don't know if he's done something with Adam or... I'm very confused. But he's let Adam through. So Deck now is dropped to 5th position. Oh, he's gone quite wide there as well. Ah, was he joining the party? Well, who knows? What's very confusing stuff. The Deck now has got VTR on his tail. Oh, he's gone on the grass as well. Oh, on the curb. It's not been the greatest lap for Deck, but hopefully he can recuperate in his final 4 laps and try and claw back all the time he needs to get onto the podium. You also got Finley and Hadith still fighting for 7th place. Hadith just extended the gap a little bit on Finley over the past couple of laps. It's now to go down the straight. And there we can just see Ducati just pulling away so easily from the Yamaha, even with a little bit of slipstream. VTR's completely, well, actually, no, I thought he was going to break himself there, but he's got it nicely stopped. Well done, VTR. Caught me off guard there. As now they go through the long turn 6. And now into turn 7. So the gap between Nelson and Sire is now dropped to 4 seconds. So Sire is gaining on Nelson, but it's a question. I don't think there's going to be enough time for Sire to be able to mount any sort of attack. And Deck has got one more warning before he has to take another long lap. So it's complete. This is just not going well for Deck at the moment. As they go through turn 1. Sorry, I am capping. I'm sorry, my gap's gone wrong. Never mind, it's not 4 seconds. It's 11 seconds. I'm having an absolute stinker today. Nelson has got nothing to worry about. It's an 11-second gap. Oh, what I was on about. I don't know why I thought the gaps were to the leader. But yeah, well done me. So sorry about that, Nelson. Anyway, Hadith now is the gap's decreased to Finley behind him. So Finley might be within a shout of a last lap attack. Cataboomer's got another long lap penalty to contend with. And Deck has also managed to drop VTR to a second, so there's less for him to worry about. And are we seeing what we saw last season, where just the Deck's got the fastest late race pace, managed to be able to take Adam at the end of this race? Adam getting to take an extremely wide line there to take a lot of corner speed. Then now he's being able to cut it back for the apex. So Finley on the back of Hadith. Can he be able to make some kind of move on the Repsol Honda rider? As now he goes out of turn 4 down the straight in the slipstream. Is that Yamaha fast enough in slipstream to try and make some sort of move? And while I've missed that, watching this, Deck has made his move on Adam at turn 5. But Adam might have ran wide a bit there, or Deck just outbroke him. I'm not quite sure as Deck tries to defend the position. He holds round the outside of Adam, turn 7, and Deck has got the move done very nicely there. I do believe that Deck's just got a lot better pace at this point at the race compared to Adam, as Aki already starts the final lap of this race. 7.5 second lead. He's got absolutely nothing to worry about. Well, he's got to just make sure he doesn't crash, basically. Nelson in second, sort of similar situation. Termas he's done a brilliant race. I don't think that really make it perfect if he was in first, but Aki's just stronger today. But after all his bad luck in the past 7 or so races, a podium is what he'd be desperate for. But Adam and Deck, this battle still does not look to be over, as Adam will be trying to get back at the 2-time champion as we go through turn 3. And 4 now down the straight in slipstream. The gap's 3/10 down the straight. I don't think Adam can be in overtaking point. Or he might, because Deck's gone wide. But he's probably gonna get a better exit because he's got a lot more distance to travel. And he has, but the gap's closed down. Adam going round the outside through turn 6. It's deja vu from the last lap. That's going to set him up again. It's now Adam's going to probably release the brake up the inside of deck. No, he's not able to make the move stick. Adam's going to cut to the inside, goes on the curb. Oh, they haven't crashed, made contact. We're sorry, going to cut it back to the winner, who will be Ike. Well done to you, sir. Another win. Oh my god, Adam hits the back of Nelson. Not Nelson, Deck. And Nelson crossed the line, does a nice wheelie over the line to finish in second place, his first pin of the season. Saya is going to bring home third. Deck goes up. Adam's got the inside of Deck in the final corner. And he's gone down. They've both gone down. And VTL's going to take the position. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happened to Deck? Deck's had an absolute stinker with something. Oh my god. And Deck's going to finish in 7th because of that. Oh my god. But Adam's got a long lap penalty. Oh, this is so confusing. Oh my lord, what is this? Oh my god. What's happening in this race? So, right. So, I don't think anyone needs a penalty. Well, even if Craig Nater didn't even do his lap, gets a extra 3 seconds to make a difference. So, Ike takes his third victory in a row, extending his championship lead by quite a margin, and it's not looking good for the rest of the guys, to be honest. But they need to break the rhythm. Ike's led the whole way. No one's going in front of him, so someone needs to pass him at some point. Nelson in second, doing a great job, breaking home his first podium of the season, a much needed one. So that's a big relief for him. Siren third with all the long laps and the jump starts and starting last. Brilliant to finish third. VTR collecting the 4th place from Deck and Adam, who were fighting to the end. Finley finishes 5th, so that might be, I think that's his first top 5 of the season. So well done to him. He's also doing the same thing. Deck in 6th, actually beating Adam because of Adam's long lap penalty he was given at the end of the race. So yeah, drama there. Craig Nater finishes 8th. Hadith finishes 9th. And Jack Berman finishes in 10th. Crazy. Absolute crazy. I'm still getting a penalty for that. I'm pretty sure he's come off the track. Just not. Oh, I guess he got a penalty. He got penalised straight away for it, but it's going to be interesting. Right. Yeah. Right. So everyone's it. Right. So Sire. So it is a very bad qualifying, and then you had the jump start. So you had 2 long laps. Then you had a third one because. I'm sorry, but I gave you one on accident. And then you got another one due to multiple warnings. So you had 4 long lap penalties to do. And a load of pressure from the likes of Deck, VTR, Adam, Hadith, loads of people. And you managed to bring home 3rd place. So well done, and how was your race? Yeah, so well done on your third place, your first podium of the season, revenge after last week. So well done and good luck for the next round. So Nelson, it was a great qualifying in second. You got away with Ike. You were really close to him, and you could have maybe had a little chance at Ike, but unfortunately you escaped. But it was the first race in a long while where you've had a race that has been instant free, and you've just been able to do your pace, and you brought home second. So how's the race been for you?
Yeah, first of all, I'm really happy. I exceeded my own expectations for qualifying at first, as I didn't prepare for the rain. So when the rain came up, I was technically just kicking myself for not practicing in the rain. But after a few laps, I felt really confident, and I could have, get the third place a bit. So 1-2 for Suzuki in qualifying is always a positive. But in the race itself, starting second was, of course, a huge advantage. I knew in a dry that I had a less of an advantage pace-wise, but thanks to my teammate being a bit faster, I could have just tucked in behind him. So he just tagged me along to the right and made sure we had a gap behind us. It was not really a plan, but it went quite according to plan. And I tried to overtake Ike, but I started to think about the team championship, the championship itself, because it was not smart to battle Ike, as I knew he had miles better pace, or else we would have just slowed each other down. Would have been an amazing battle, maybe, but more chance to crash and ruin a good double podium for the team. So good job to Ike and Saya for ending up on the podium, and I'm really happy. So let's carry this on.
Well done. So I think you will jump into second place in the championship as well. So Suzuki dominating at the moment. So Ike, another pole, another win, another smoke session. How was it?
Alright, firstly I would like to say well done for Saya and Madison, cause get the podium position. I was very happy with the win, but during the race, I was quite struggle, cause I had a front tire problem. I chose the wrong tire for the race, but I also tried to create the gap and push the bike and maintain the race pace until to the finish line. That was a good race, and thanks for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the race.
Yeah, thank you. Good job. 3 out of 3 wins. You're leading the championship by quite a margin now. So, yeah, you're just looking very strong at the moment. So, well done. So that has been round 3 of VollGazzRacing Season 4 Division 1. We should see you next week for the fourth round of the championship, and we will see you then. Goodbye.